So here we are going to solve paper 2 from October-November 2021, variant 2-1. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 is P is a prime number. About prime number you know very well. The number that can be divided by itself only, that are not divisible by any other number. We call them prime numbers. So what you have to do, your prime number is between 60 and 80. And 60 and 80 are not included, okay? The numbers between 60 and 80. Which number between 60 and 80 are the prime numbers? Between 60 and 80, the prime number are, let's check first of all, for example, 61. Can it be divided by 3? No. 61 cannot be divided by 5. In the same way, 61 cannot be divided by 7. 61 cannot be divided by 9 also. So 61 is a prime number, okay? So first prime number is 61. First we will write all the prime numbers between them, okay? And then next prime number 63 is not the prime number. Why? Because 63 can be divided by 7, 63 can be divided by 9. So if any number is divided by another number, it's not the prime number. 63 is not, 65 is also not, 67, 67, let's check. 67 divided by 3, no. 67 divided by 5, no. 67 divided by 9, no. 67 divided by 11, no. So there is no number actually that will divide it. So 67 is also a prime number. Okay, then after 67, which number is the prime number, which is the next prime number? We have to write all the prime number one by one. Then it will be like after 67, 71. 71 is also a prime number. So 71, write that one. After 71, the next prime number is, I will say, is 73. Yeah, 73 is also, I think, prime number. Let me just re-verify by dividing that one. But it is prime number, okay? 73 divided by 3, no. Of course, by 4 it cannot be. All even number we already know are not prime numbers. So 73 divided by 5, no. 73 divided by 7, no. So 73 is also the prime number, okay? Then 75 is not prime number. 77 is not prime number because it can be divided by 7, it can be divided by 11. So it is also not prime number. 79 is also prime number, okay? And then of course 80. So all these are the prime number between 60 and 80. Now, the prime number that we required is 2 less than a square number. Now square number you know very well. What are the square numbers? Square numbers are like 4 is a square number, square of 2. 9 is a square number. In the same way, next square number is 16, then 25, 36, then 49, then 64, then is 81. These are the square numbers. So our prime number is said that is 2 less than the square number. Now 2 less than the square number is which one? Is 79. So it means the P that we are looking for is 79. So here we will write is 79. So as because first the condition was you have to find the prime number between 60 and 80, and then the required prime number is 2 less than a square number. So out of them, this is the only square 2 less than square number, because square number greater than 2 than 79 is 81. So our P is 79. That was. Next, second question. Hank flies from Los Angeles to Shanghai. The flight departs on Friday, 22 July at 21:40. mean this is the PM time. This is the leaving time. You can write here the leaving time is 21:40 on July 22 of July. Flight take 13 hours 35 minutes. Okay, and at that time the local in Shanghai is 15 hours ahead of the local time in the Los Angeles. Find the day, date and time in Shanghai when the Hang flight arrived. So first of all, look at this one. This is the time zone difference, 15 hours ahead of the local time. Okay, first of all, find what is the 15-hour ahead of that one. This is the time that we write. This time is in the Los Angeles. Okay, this is the time in the Los Angeles. Okay, now what will be the time at the same time, the time in Shanghai? If you write the time in Shanghai, 15 hours after that one. Let's say, for example, 15 hours after that, if you write 21:40, after 20 minutes, it will become 22, the same day. Then 2 more hours will make it from 22 till it will be the noon at night 0:00, that become 12. The new day will start now. This I will say 20 minutes here. Okay, then 2 hours here, that will be now the new day 23 of July will start. Okay, then after that still you have to go 15 hours ahead to know what the time is exactly in Shanghai when he started the journey, and then we will talk about. So then actually 15 hours, from 15 hours subtract 2 hours and 20 minutes, remaining will be 13 12 or 40 minutes. So after that 12 more hours will become 12 p.m. Yes, now it will be 12 p.m. after 12 more hours, and then still 12 20 there are 14 or 20 minutes, and then 40 more minutes. 40 more minutes will be 12:40 p.m. It means at that time, the time in Shanghai is when he started the journey. This was the time in the Los Angeles. So the time in Shanghai at that time was, it was 12:40 p.m. You can say it was 12:40. Okay, it was 12:40, but the day was 23rd of July. That was the time in Shanghai. Now 13 hours and 35 minute flight. Now add 35 minutes in this one first. When you will add 35 minutes, so it will be, for example, 20 minutes after that one. 20 minutes after that, what the time will be? It will be 1. Yes, it will be like 13, because you are writing in 24-hour clock, so it will be 13. Then 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, if you'll be 13 15. Okay, 15 more minutes. Now remaining how many are? 13 hours. Okay, 13 hours after that, 13. Then okay, 13 plus 13 more hours, it will be 26 actually. It means it will pass the next day also. So you can say from here, now how many hours from here, if from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So after 11 hour 45 more minutes, 11 hour and 45 more minutes, the time will be now midnight again, 00:00, and the day will become 24 of July. Okay, still how many what the time, remaining time is this 35, 11, 12 hours 20 minutes. So still 1 hour 15 minutes. So after that 1 hour and 15 more minutes are there. 1 hour and 15 minutes. So what that time will be? This time will be now, it will be 01:15. It's actually the midnight of 24 July. So day will be 24 July. Sorry, day will be, oh, we did not even notice about the day. The day when started there in the Los Angeles was Friday. So it means at that time it was the next day there. So it was the Saturday here. Then when arrived, so it has become actually Sunday now. This is now Sunday. The date is now 24 of July and the time is 0:15. When we write 0:15, it means it's AM, 1:15 AM in the midnight. So that will be the way you can calculate by splitting your time duration. This will be the easiest way that you can write that one. Still, let me re-verify that one. 11. No. Sorry. It will be 2:15. It will be 2:15. Recalculate the time again. It was 13 hours 35 minutes, and I counted just 12 hours 35 minutes. Okay. So when it will be, the still will be 2 hours and 15 more minutes. So it will be 2:15. Sorry. Recalculate because the time was 13 hours and 35 minutes. So that will be the time. So you can split it accordingly. Easy question, just a little lengthy calculations are there involved. Okay. Once again, I will recall that one. The flight started at 22nd of July at 21:40. That is the time. 24-hour clock is being used here, and this was the time in the Los Angeles. In the Los Angeles, when traveled at that time, the Shanghai, for example, Shanghai was 15 hours ahead of that one. So at the same time, what the time was in Shanghai, the time was if I calculate the difference of 15 hours from that one. So I splitted that one. First I make 20 more minutes, so I make the full hour. Okay, from that 20 minutes. Then after 2 hours, it will be midnight. Mean 2 hours and 20 minutes passed. Then after that, what we did, and it will start 23rd of July. Okay. Still, how many hours are there? 12 hours and 40 minutes are still there to go. So 12 more hours after that one will be 12 p.m. and then 40 more minutes will become 12:40 p.m. So this is the time that was the time at the same time in the Shanghai. Then the flight took 13 or 35 minutes and the day was Friday, so it was Saturday here. Then the flight took 13 hours and 35 minutes. So first I try to split the minutes into full hours. So it will be easy. These 35 minutes first add in that one. In 12:40, when you add 35 more minutes, so 20 minutes, then 15 minutes, it will become 13:15. Okay. Then after that, there are 13 more hours. So 13 more hours, if you will add in that one, this was in the midday, that will reach to 2:15 of the night. This is how you split it. So number of hours just you have to add. You can calculate individually one by one. That will be simple. Hope so now you understand. There will be no issue in that. Okay. Just the time zone difference accordingly you have to add in that. The cost of the flight is $920, and this is the exchange rate. $1 is 6.87 Chinese yuan. Find the cost of the flight in the yuan. That is the Chinese currency. Now it's given that $1 is equal to 6.87 Chinese yuan. Now, how many dollar is the ticket? $920. We don't know what is the cost in the Chinese yuan. Let's say it is X. Currency is always directly proportional, so you can cross multiply. X with 1 will be 920 into 6.87. So simply you can say X will be 920 into 6. Or in other word, $1 is this, $2 will be 2 multiply this. $920 will be 920 multiplied 6.87. So let's calculate 920 multiply 6.87. So it will be 6,320.4. 6,320.4. That finally you can round to the whole number and it will be 6,320. So rounded answer that will be. Part 3 is very simple. It's just 1 mark. It means you can just do the calculation with the calculator. So simply open the calculator, write, make the fraction 4.87 minus 2.7 divided by minus 0.2 then plus is cube root. So write the cube root, shift and square root button give you cube root 0.729. Calculate, that will give you 3.1. So just write that 3.1. Because 1 mark and a calculation, it means you have been asked about the use of the calculator. So that's why no need to do it in part, simply go for the calculator. Simple solution will be there. Question number 4 is about the stem and leaf diagram. Actually, it's given that the stem and leaf diagram is given. This is called, stem always, and this is leaf. If you forget how to do that, remember, if we write a number like, for example, I write 52, I will call this one as the stem, this one as the leaf, and then we can split it in this way. For example, if this is one stem, one attached with that one. So key is saying it will make 1 and 1 will make 11. Actually, this represents 11. Then 1 if I will attach with 3, it will become 13. 1 attached with 6 will become 16. So always when you will write the number, you will write the number along with the stem. So this is the stem, this is the leaf. Okay. So in other words, you can say, hey, this is 16, then another 16. So 16 is repeated 2 times. Okay. In the same way, for the next one, this is the stem, 2 is stem, 0 is stem, so 20. Then 2, 22, again 22, again 22. So it's showing that this is repeated 22, 22, like that 3 times it is repeated. 24, 28, 29, then 31, 31 again, 35, 38, 39, 39, 42, 44, 46, 47, 48. So that all stem and leaf diagram is given here. First thing that you have to do is, using this stem and leaf diagram, you have to find the mode. Now, mode is the most repeated value. If you look in all the boxes, look here, for example, 6 is repeated 2 times, 2 is repeated 3 times, 9 is repeated 2 times. Which one is the most repeated number in any row? Is, of course, this is the row where 2 is repeated 3 times. In other words, it's not actually 2, it's repeated 22, 22, 22. So this is the most repeated number. So that's why I will say the mode is 22. So always, when you have to write, you will write the complete answer, including stem and leaf. Okay, this is the most repeated number. First, you will check in any row which digit is repeated, like 6 is repeated 2 times, 2 was repeated 3 times, 9 was repeated 2 times, and here no number is repeated actually. So the most repeated number in one particular row, that is 2. Okay, so 2 is repeated 3 times, so include that number with its stem, make the full number. In other words, 22, 22, 22 is the most repeated number 3 times. No other number is repeated 3 times in the whole data. So that's why 22 is the mode. Next is the median. Median is always the middle value. Now, how do we find the median? To find the median, first of all, I have to look at my data again. Look how many total number of the terms are, and how you will calculate the total number of terms. Let's see how many terms are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms are here. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 terms are here. How many terms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 terms are here. And here how many terms are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms are here. Calculate the total number of terms. 4 plus 7, 11. 11 plus 6, 17. 17 plus 5, 22. So total number of terms are 22. And you know very well that if the total number of terms are even, because 22 is an even number, if the total number of terms are even, then what is the formula for the median? Then median we calculate in this way. We say, for example, if the number of terms are n is even, so we say n over 2, n over 2th term plus n over 2 plus 1th term divided by 2. That will be the rule for the median of the even number. And in case If you have odd number, I will also recall that. So next, if you have the odd number of terms, you can remember that. In that case, the median will be, it will be, we will say n plus 1 over 2th term will be the median if it is odd for odd numbers, and this is for the even numbers. So in this case, obviously we are having the even number, so I will go for this formula. What is our n? N is the total number of terms, and here we are having n as 22. So it is 22 over 2 2th plus 22 over 2 plus 1 divided by 2. What that will be? Let me erase that one because I just wrote this one to explain you guys for the odd numbers formula. But in this case, obviously we are having the even number, so I will go for the even number formula. So 22 over 2 is 11. It means your median will be 11th plus 22 over 2, 11 plus 1, 12. 12 divided by 2. What is the 11th term now? You have to check from here. Term number 11. Start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is term number 11. 9. So attach the 9 with 2. It means 29 is the 11th term. Okay, so write here 29. Plus 12th term. Okay, 12th term. This was the 11th term. Then this is the 12th, obviously. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 12. So attach with this stem. Always write by attaching with the stem. So 31. 31 is that. Okay, so 31 divided by 2. So 29 plus 31 divided by 2 plus 31 divided by 2. What that will be? 30. It means 30 is the median for this one. That you will write the answer here. The table shows the relative frequency of the games won by a football team. So the football team, the result of the game, when they won, the relative frequency is 0.1. You have to fill for the lost and for the draw one. The number of games lost is twice the number of games drawn. You have to complete the table. Now we have to look for every given condition here. Okay. First of all, the win. How many have been win here? How many have been? It's 0.1. Okay, it means this is actually the probability of the winning of the game. For the lost, obviously, you know, if for win is anything, so for the lost will be 1 minus that one. So the total mean that the games that have been won are won. So which are not won? I will say which are not won. That will be 1 minus 0.1. The result will be 0.9. Now this 0.9 we have to split here in 2, because when the match is not won, it may be lost or drawn. So in that case, this condition will help us. Lost is twice the number of drawn games. So you can use a little algebra also. What is that one? Let's say the number of drawn games. Let's say there are x. Then what will be the lost? The lost will be 2x because it's given they are double. So I can say the total of them will be 0.9. Mean x plus 2x will be 0.9. So 3x is equal to 0.9. And then take 3 to the other side, so x will be 0.9 divided by 3, which is 0.3. So it means x is 0.3. So what will be 2x then? 2 into 0.3. That will be 0.6. So it means here 0.6 and here 0.3. So in this way, basic little algebra also we use and we solve that one. Simple, not difficult at all. Basic thing you have to remember is 0.1 is the probability of the win. So not win will be 1 minus 0.9. But the problem is with the not win, what are the chances lost or drawn? So we don't know how many lost, how many drawn. So this second condition will help us. It is telling us the lost is twice the number of the games drawn. So we suppose that the game draw or x, so loss will be 2x. Using the algebra, we know the total will be 0.9. So 3x we found x, and then put the values of x to complete the table. Okay, the question is the scale drawing shows the position of two towns P and Q. This is town P, this is town Q. Scale is 1 centimeter represent 4 kilometers. And the question is saying find the actual distance between town P and Q. So what you have to do here, first of all, what you need to do is you will measure the distance between these two towns. The length of this line you will measure. Sorry, 1 second. I will just clear that. You have to measure the length of this line. And to measure the length of this line, first draw that line. Because as we have to measure this actual distance, sorry, let me draw a straight line. 1 second. Let me draw that straight line starting from here till this one. Okay, this is the straight line that we have here. Now we need to measure the length of this line. So let me pick up the ruler from here. Where is the ruler? Here is the ruler. Okay, let's say. Okay, using this ruler, I will try to measure the length of this line. I have to place it here and we'll check that how long this line is to measure the exact distance. So how many centimeter it is showing? It's showing 13 centimeters. Okay, as it is clearly showing that this is 13 centimeters. So I will use the scale. Scale is saying 1 centimeter represent 4 kilometer. So if 1 centimeter represent 4 kilometer, so then what I will do, I will now say as it's 13, 1 centimeter is equal to 4 kilometer. Yes. So we are having 13 centimeters. So it means it will be 4 multiply 13. So multiply them and get the actual distance. 4 multiply 13, that will be 52. So I will say 52 kilometer. That is the actual distance for part A. Actually, I wrote the answer here. This is part A, the actual distance between the two towns. And then what we have to do is measure the bearing of the town Q from P. Now the concept of bearing, what is the concept of bearing? The concept of bearing is, for example, you know, if you have this point A, this is a point B, okay, and you are asked that bearing of A from B, bearing of A from B. So you will consider the point that is coming after B. Draw a north on that one. Draw a north on that one. Once you draw the north on that one, then join this line and measure this angle. This angle will be the bearing in the clockwise direction. If, for example, you are asked that bearing of B from A, B from A. So what will be B from A? Now from, make the north. North is always upward, you know that. You will draw the north and then the angle between the north and the line joining the 2 points. This angle in the clockwise direction, that will be bearing. Okay, so right now what we have to do, we have to measure the bearing of town Q from P, mean from P. So you will consider the north of the P. So how I will do that, I will again go back to this one here. Just a second. Yes, this is. So actually it has been asked that what you have to do, you have to find the bearing of, sorry, that was the bearing of Q from P. Okay, Q from P. So I will consider the north of this north. Yes, bearing of Q from P. So that angle actually you have to measure, because you know this is P, this is Q. Yes, this is P, this is Q. It said that bearing of Q from P. So what you have to do after from, you will make the north that already is made, and then you will join the line and find this angle in the clockwise direction. Actually this angle you have to find. Now to find this angle, what we need a protector. Okay, let me shift the protector here and we will try to measure this angle. So how do we find the angle? I will place this one here. Okay, and just rotate it so we can find this angle. Yes, what is this angle? Just 1 second, sorry. Yes, okay, so how much is that angle? If you see, if I can go this angle starting from here till this one, so obviously I will use the zero line. Okay, the zero line, so almost what it is appearing to me, I can say from here, if I draw the straight line to check that. Okay, starting from here, if I draw the straight line, where it will go, it's going here, like it's 65, 66, so this is 66 degree almost. Okay, so we'll say that this is 66 degree, but you know, for bearing we write 0 before that, so 3 digits, complete 3 digits should be there, so that will be the answer to this one. It will be 66, 65, 66, between that will be acceptable as we draw. Okay, so town X is 28 kilometer from town P on a bearing of 140 kilometer. Okay, first 28 kilometer. It is given that 1 centimeter is 4 kilometer. So if you will take 28 centimeter, sorry, 28 kilometer. 28 kilometer mean will be 7 centimeters. So 7 centimeter will make 28 kilometer. So first a 7 centimeter line from P at a bearing of 140. So let's see how we will draw that one. This is P. Okay. So from this P, what I have to do, we have to draw, so this is the P, a 7 centimeter line, but at a bearing, mean with this north, 140 degree angle. So make an angle of 140 degree. So let's say I will place this one here and will make an angle of 140 degree from P. So let me just roll down this one in this way. Okay. This is the 0 point. Sorry. Okay. Roll down to 140 degree. Okay, exactly 140 now. Where is 140? Because this is a 0 line, so you have to use that one. This is 140. All right, 140. So I will draw a line at the 140 degree. This is 140 degree exactly. This is 140 degree. So from this 140 degree, what you have to do, just let me put aside 7 centimeter only. Make sure you mark 7 centimeter, no more than 7 centimeter. So quickly, let's say mark 7 centimeter line from this one. Let's say so you have to mark the 7 centimeter line. Just for example, let's say the 7 centimeter is here. Okay, let's say this is 7 centimeters. So you will put a cross here. They'll say that this, now this angle will be 140 degree. That will be.